So in today's video, what I'm going to do is combine two of the most powerful AI tools that I've come across in recent times, which is Claude AI and Google Antigravity, when it comes to building an app that could potentially be monetized even if you're a complete beginner. Now the goal is to put you in a position where you can maybe generate a source of income. And of course, there's no guarantees when it comes to using any AI tool to build a business. But if you understand the right steps to take, you're going to be able to put yourself on the right pathway and you're going to be able to understand things a lot more clearer. So first things first, what exactly is Google Antigravity? So Google Antigravity is basically an AI powered IDE, and IDE just stands for Integrated Development Environment, which basically means it's a workspace where you can build apps as well as softwares. But instead of you needing to know how to code, Google Antigravity uses AI to do most of the heavy lifting for you. You just grab exactly what you want to build in plain English, put it directly into Google Antigravity, and it's going to be able to take care of the rest. And the way that Claude is going to be able to help with this entire process is with a number of different things. The first thing is that you can use it when it comes to building out a custom step-by-step blueprint. So for whatever app that you're looking to build, you can use Claude when it comes to giving you clarity on exactly which steps you need to take. You're also going to use Claude when it comes to building out the actual app itself, because Claude integrates directly with Google Antigravity. Once you download Google Antigravity, you're going to be able to use the latest model of Claude for completely free. And stick with me because I'm going to show you exactly how all of this is done. I'm going to build an app live in this video. I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to use Antigravity. And hopefully by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how you can do it yourself. So firstly, what you're going to do is jump onto Claude AI if you're following exactly what I'm doing. And from here, as you already know, you need to give it the right prompt. So again, we're going to be using Claude when it comes to building out the custom blueprint. And when I say custom, what I mean is that it's going to be unique to you. One thing that I've noticed with most people on the internet when they're teaching a process to doing something is that they make it general, they don't make it personalized. And because of that, that's where people end up dropping off. People end up not doing exactly what they intended to do, or they end up losing motivation when it comes to doing it. But with this particular strategy, you're going to be able to get a custom blueprint that you're going to be able to follow. So to get the prompt, you're going to go over to this tool over here called Digital Maker AI. And as always, I'm going to leave it linked down below for completely free for you to sign up. But as soon as you sign up, you're going to see all of these different features. We've got the AI chat feature. We've got the product research feature, competitor analyzer, image maker, ad library. And we've also got history when it comes to accessing all of the different things that you've done with Digital Maker AI. But today we're going to be building a prompt. So I'm going to click into this. And the first thing that you should see are these two different options. So it's going to ask you if you want to build a digital product or if you want to build the business blueprint. So of course, this is what we're doing. So I'm going to click on Start Blueprint. And then from here, it's going to give you all of these different options for all of these different digital products. You know, things like ebooks, spreadsheets, digital planners, video courses, so on and so forth. But today we're looking to build an app. So I'm going to select this one. It's then going to ask you what type of web app do you want to build. So I'm going to keep it super simple today and use an example that I've used before, which is going to be an invoice generator. The reason why I'm going to go with this one is because it's going to prove the point of exactly what I'm trying to do. Everyone knows exactly what an invoice is. And if you're able to see me build an invoice generator using this strategy, you're going to understand how you can go away and build exactly what you want to build. But of course, wherever you're looking to build, you're going to select it. And if you can't see it in this list, you can always click on something else and just describe it in this box. But we're going to go with invoice generator and then click on next. The next question is, who is this web app mainly for? So today I'm going to build an invoice generator that's going to be targeted mainly towards Shopify users. So we're going to go with small business owners. Let's go with that. What problem should this app help people solve? I'm going to say this will be an invoice generator specifically for Shopify sellers. Then click on next. What should the user input for them to get results from this app? I'm going to say it's going to be mainly numbers and values or text and description. I can go with this, and Digital Maker AI should know exactly how to construct the prompt. Let's click on next. What should the app show the user after they click on submit? I'm just going to type in a preview as well as a download button for a PDF document. Let's go with that. Click on next. Color scheme, I'm just going to go with blue. And I'm going to show you how you can update things later on. So if I go with blue now, I may change it to green, but I want to show you that process as we move forward, just so that you know exactly how you can make any changes that you want to make. So let's go with blue and white for now, and then click on next. How do you want to build it? So as you can see, we've got these different options. We've got anti-gravity, we've got AI Studio, and we've also got horizons, but today we're going with anti-gravity. And then I'm going to click on generate prompt. Okay, perfect. So as you guys can see, it's now come back with the full prompt for me to copy. So I can copy it just like that. And all you need to do if you're following what I'm doing is go back over to Claude, paste everything in there just like that. You don't need to do anything else. You can set it to the highest model, which is Opus 4.6. If you didn't know, Claude has 3 different models: Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku. And Opus is their most capable, most smartest model. So this could be a little bit overkill with what we're looking to use it for. You may want to go with Sonnet so that you can save some of your usage and your credits. But I'm going to go with Opus today because I have a decent amount of credits left, and I'm going to click on enter. So to give you a quick reminder as to what Claude is doing right now, on the screen, as you can see, it's going through everything in terms of the prompt that we've just given it. And it already knows, based on all of the information in the prompt, what it needs to do when it comes to creating this custom business blueprint. This simple trick has helped out so many people when it comes to just giving them an understanding of how to build out a digital product. It's not just an app that you can use this for. You can use it for ebooks, you can use it for spreadsheets, Notion templates, whatever you're looking to do, you're going to be able to build a business blueprint. So I'm going to wait for it to be done. It's going to take maybe 5 minutes for it to be finished, but as soon as it has, as always, I'm going to be back ASAP. Okay guys, I'm back, and as we can see, it's now come back with the completed blueprint. So you can get a preview of it right here within Claude if you want. This is good enough, but what I'm going to do is just make it full screen. Okay, so that's slightly better. So this is the blueprint that Claude was able to build. Remember, I told Digital Maker AI to include in the prompt that I want to build a Shopify invoice generator. So what Claude has done is come back with this interactive dashboard. So initially it's going to let me know the rough amount I'm going to be able to make, the estimated amount per month. So if I, let's say, price it at around this amount, let's go with this, and I get this amount of monthly visits, I'm going to be able to potentially earn this amount right here. Now, of course, if I increase that number, let's say to this amount, or let's say even to this amount over here, all this does is that it's going to give me hope on which numbers I should focus on when it comes to the pricing and the monthly users. So there's that. There's also the overview of what I'm looking to build. So this is also useful as well. The build instructions as to what I need to do in a step-by-step format. E.g. go over to Google Antigravity, create my project, paste the prompt down below. So it's giving me an actual prompt, which we're going to use later on. Another useful thing about this dashboard is the app feature list. So when it comes to building an app, a lot of people end up getting confused as to what features they need to include. But as you can see right here, Claude has come back with different features that I can add to this app. Things that I necessarily wasn't thinking about. It's letting me know what are the must-haves for this particular app, as well as things that I could potentially add in the future. Over here, we've got the monetization strategy. So this is another thing that trips up a lot of people or stops a lot of people from taking any action, which is the fact that they don't know how to monetize the app that they've just built. But with Claude, as you can see, it's giving me all of these different options. So the easiest option is going to be the freemium model, where I offer it for free and then maybe add some sort of upsell later on. There's also the one-time purchase. We've got the affiliate revenue. We've got all of these different options when it comes to being able to potentially earn a source of income from this app that we're about to build using Google Antigravity. We're going to come back to this in a moment, but let's go over to the competitors list. So this is definitely something that's worth checking out because you can see other people that are doing something very similar to you. One thing that I've always said on this channel from the very beginning is that you don't want to reinvent the wheel. You want to look at what other people are doing, make sure that they're successful when doing so, and try and replicate them in your own unique way. This is something that I've always done, whether it's with my eBay stores, Shopify stores, Amazon stores, all of my different digital products. Every single thing that I've ever built, including all of my apps, I've always looked at what someone else was doing, made sure that they were bringing in a decent amount of income, and put my own spin on it, launch it myself, and from there, the chances of me being successful was always higher. So that's the reason why this competitor tab has also been included, because from here you can now click into any one of these and see exactly what your competition is doing for them to be successful. Over here, we've got the marketing plan when it comes to being able to generate traffic. So this is another common question that I get from so many people, which is, Sam, once I build my app, how exactly am I going to get potential customers, potential subscribers? Well, with this marketing plan, you're going to be able to figure it out, because this is going to be unique to the app that you're looking to build. And of course, over here, finally, we've got different names for your app for those of you that might be confused on what to call it. So yeah, building a custom blueprint is definitely an integral part to the entire process. And bear in mind, you don't have to use Claude if you don't want to. If you want to build a blueprint using Gemini, maybe ChatGPT, you can definitely do that. It all depends on which one you're more comfortable using. The only reason why I believe that Claude might be good for this specific use case is because it's really good when it comes to building apps. So you can kind of trust the information it's giving you when it comes to certain aspects on the left-hand side, e.g. the features, e.g. how to monetize the app, and other aspects on the left-hand side. But let's start the process now of actually building this app and see exactly how it comes out. So what I'm going to do is just go over here to the build instructions. And the first thing that it's telling us that we need to do is open up Google Antigravity. Now, if you don't already have it, you just need to go over to antigravity.google. This is what you're going to see. And all you need to do is just download it on your MacBook. I believe it's only on MacBook at the moment. I'm not too sure, but right there, as you can see, you can download it for Mac OS. I believe I've already mentioned this as well. You don't need to pay anything when it comes to using it. As you can see with the individual plan, you're not going to have to pay a single penny. You may have to pay a small amount when it comes to launching your app. We're going to speak about that later on, but as you can see right here, you're not going to have to pay anything when it comes to downloading it and accessing it. And once you've downloaded it, you've installed it, and you've opened it up, this is the interface that you're going to see. So as you can see, it's very simple, very straightforward. We've got this prompt box in the middle. We've also got these two different options. You can either use fast mode or planning. This pertains to the conversation mode. So if you want your anti-gravity to break down everything that it's doing step by step and show you exactly how it's planning everything out, you should go with this option. But if you want it to build everything really fast without showing you, you can click on fast. Because I'm building this invoice generator for the sake of this video, I'm going to go with this one just so that we can get through it and I can show you the final product. And you're also going to see this option over here where you can select the model. So remember at the start of this video, I told you that when it comes to using Claude, it's going to be with two things: building out the blueprint as well as using it when it comes to actually designing the app. Because as you can see over here, we've got all of these different models available. You can either use Gemini 3.1 Pro, you can also use Claude Sonnet, and you can use GPT. But right here, we've got Claude Opus 4.6. And it's also important to know that if you wanted to access Opus 4.6 within the regular Claude interface, you would need to have a paid account with Claude, to my knowledge. However, with Antigravity, you're not going to have to pay anything. All you need to do is select it like this and paste the prompt that you got from either Digital Maker AI or directly from your Claude blueprint. So I'm just going to go back over to it, copy the prompt, make sure that I've got it, then paste it directly into Antigravity just like this, and then click on send. Okay guys, as you can see, Antigravity has gone straight to work to start coding everything out. So you're not going to be able to see all of the coding being done. This is happening in the background. It's going through everything. And what it's also going to do during the process is open up the app, test it out, make sure that it works. That's what I like about Google Antigravity, is that it actually makes sure the app is functional. It goes onto it, it inserts information depending on what your app is, and it's going to use it like a regular user would use it. And if there's any errors, any bugs, it's going to be able to change it and fix it before it comes back to you, telling you that the app has now been completed. Just make sure that when you install Google Antigravity, for it to have this feature, you also install the Google Chrome extension tool for Antigravity as well, so that this functionality is going to be available. But what I'm going to do is just wait for it to be done. We can see right there it's working. And as soon as it has finished, I'm going to be back straight away and I'm going to show you exactly what it was able to build. Okay guys, here we go. So this is what it was able to do. As you can see, I made sure that it was very simple. I didn't want it to build anything too flamboyant today. Doesn't have a homepage or anything like that. That's super easy to add if I just give it a simple prompt. But what I want to do is just test it out, make sure that it works, and make sure that it's also able to generate actual PDFs that I'm going to be able to download, because a lot of other app builders are not able to do this successfully. So I'm just going to put it to the test right now. I'm going to just go into type in my business name. Let's just put success with Sam. I'm going to put my address as 100 London Road. Okay, I'm going to come over here, customer name. Let's just say I'm doing business with Jeff Bezos and his address is 100 America Road. Again, guys, all of this is completely random. And let's say if I'm charging him for marketing services, okay, and the unit price is 5,000 Great British pounds with a tax rate of 20%. I can now click on generate PDF. Okay, and right there, let's open it up. Let's see if it actually done it. Okay, guys, and just like that, as you can see, the PDF document has now been generated. So this is an actual document that I can use. This is something that, you know, all of my users are going to be able to do on a consistent basis. Generate PDF documents without my input. They can just go onto the app, build what they need to build, and then from there, I can now add various different things as a way for me to monetize. And I'm going to touch on that in a moment, but I'm sure that you guys get the point as to how all of this works when it comes to using Claude to give you that blueprint and then going over to Antigravity when it comes to building out a fully functional app. And it's important for you guys to know that when it comes to doing anything with Antigravity, any changes you're going to be able to easily make by entering in a prompt. So as I mentioned, if I wanted to add a homepage, I can do that. If I wanted to change the color, I can also do that as well. So let's say if I want to change it from blue to green, similar to Shopify color scheme, I can enter that, click on send. And right there, as you guys can see, it's now been able to action it. It's opened it up in my browser. It's not me typing anything. I'm not doing anything. You can tell that by the blue glowy thing that's on the borders of the browser. So it's been able to turn it green. It's now testing out the app to make sure that it works. But that's the basic premise of how you can use something like Claude when it comes to helping you build out an app that you can now monetize. And when it comes to being able to make your app go live, there's a couple different ways that you can do it. It all depends on what type of app you've built. If it's really complicated, then you may have to use certain platforms when it comes to helping you do so. If it's something simple, like a simple page HTML app, like the one I just built, you can use something like Hostinger. You can use something like Netlify. There's a couple different options. A lot of them are free. You may need to pay for a custom domain. I do have another video that I made not too long ago where I break down exactly how you can make an app go live, everything that you need to be aware of, so that when you build your app, you're not going to be stuck with something that people aren't going to be able to use. So if you want to watch that video, I'm going to leave it right there. Be sure to watch that straight after this because that video has already helped out countless people. I get messages all the time from people that have already started launching their apps and are already starting to see a level of success. So be sure to check that out straight after this. If you've enjoyed this video, press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. Check the links down below for all the resources when it comes to helping you build your own app or any type of digital product, as well as a direct link for you to sign up to Digital Maker AI for completely free. But other than that, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.